Sarah makes $60,000 as a teacher. Mike makes $300,000 as a surgeon. Yet in 10 years, Sarah will have $2.3 million in assets, while Mike will still be living paycheck to paycheck. I know what you're thinking. No way, that surgeon makes 5 times more. But here's the thing that most people don't understand. Wealth isn't about your income. It's about understanding the money principles. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to break down the principles Sarah uses and reveal the 3 deadly mistakes that keep even high earners like Mike completely broke. But first, pause this video right now and ask yourself, if you stopped working today, how long would money keep flowing into your bank account? A week? A month? Or would it stop immediately? If it's the latter, you're financially dead and don't even know it. The good news? There's a clear path out. If your money stops the moment you stop working, you're on a financial hamster wheel. And it doesn't matter if that wheel is spinning at $50,000 or $500,000 per year. Here's how this plays out in real life. While teaching full-time, Sarah created an online course called Budgeting for Teachers. She spent her summer break building it once. Now it generates $2,000 per month in passive income while she sleeps. Total time investment, 200 hours. Monthly return, forever. Meanwhile, Mike is brilliant at surgery, but he only gets paid when he's operating. No surgery equals no money. Even at $300,000 per year, he's still trading hours for dollars. When he goes on vacation, his income stops. When he gets sick, his income stops. He's a highly paid employee trapped in the time for money game. This is the fundamental difference between earned income and passive income. And that leads us to our next principle. 80% of your results come from just 20% of your actions. The rest? It's just noise keeping you busy. Sarah's story proves this principle perfectly. Her 200 hours of course creation generate $2,000 monthly. That's $10 per hour invested, recurring indefinitely. Meanwhile, Mike spends countless hours on administrative work that brings almost no additional results. I want you to try this exercise. Track 1 full week of your life. Write down everything you do, then ask yourself, which tasks actually moved me forward and which ones just made me feel busy? I guarantee you'll discover that most of what you do every day is complete busy work that's not making you a single dollar. Cut that bottom 80% without mercy. Delegate it, automate it, or delete it entirely. Every hour you reclaim from low-value work becomes fuel you can invest in activities that actually compound. But what should you focus that reclaimed time on? That brings us to the modern wealth multipliers. The fastest wealth builders today, people going from broke to millionaire in just a few years, all use the same secret weapon, code and media. Let's revisit Sara and Mike. Sara leveraged her initial success by going digital. She started a YouTube channel for teachers. 1 video, 5 classroom management hacks, filmed on her phone during lunch break, garnered 500,000 views and is still generating $300 monthly 2 years later. 30 minutes of work yielding endless returns. Mike possesses world-class surgical skills, but they die in that operating room. He could write books, create courses, or start podcasts to scale his expertise globally. Instead, he's too busy working in his business to work on his wealth. Understanding this principle is crucial, but implementing it effectively requires a shift in how you value your most precious resource, time. Here's a simple calculation that changes everything. Take what you want to earn this year and divide by 2,000, roughly your annual work hours. That's your hourly rate. If you want to make $100,000 this year, your time is worth $50 per hour. Now, why would you spend 3 hours fixing your own sink when you could hire a plumber for $100 and spend those 3 hours earning $150? Most people see the cost of outsourcing and think it's expensive. Rich people see the cost of doing it themselves and think it's wasteful. This mindset shift alone will transform your wealth building, and it opens up even more strategic possibilities. Here's something most people never consider. Location dramatically impacts your financial equation. Mike making $300,000 in New York is basically broke after taxes and living expenses. But take Sara, earning $60,000 to Lisbon, Bali, or Mexico City, and she'll live in luxury. The formula is elegant. Earn in dollars, spend in pesos. Even just 6 months abroad can give you the financial breathing room to invest, build, and experiment without stressing about rent. However, as we look toward the future, location flexibility becomes even more valuable when combined with future-proof skills. Automation and AI are reshaping every industry, but here's what they can't replace: rare intersectional skills. The person who understands both, finance and storytelling, irreplaceable. Psychology and coding, you're golden. Find your intersection and double down until it would take 2 to 3 people to replace you. What 2 skills could you combine right now to make yourself impossible to ignore? Once you've identified them, you need a systematic approach to develop and leverage them. Let me tell you about Sara's wealth system and why it's absolutely crushing Mike's approach. Sara doesn't rely on motivation or willpower. She's built a machine that runs itself. Every month, $500 automatically flows from her checking account into index funds. Every month, she creates one piece of educational content, whether it's a blog post, YouTube video, or social media carousel. These small, consistent moves compound over time. Mike, however, is trapped in the goal trap. He sets massive, inspiring goals. I'm going to save $100,000 this year, then relies on hope and good intentions. When Mike receives his quarterly bonus, he celebrates by buying that expensive watch he's been eyeing. When work stress peaks, which it always does, he stress spends on expensive dinners and weekend getaways. Goals without systems are just wishes on steroids. Sara automated her wealth building. Mike is hoping willpower will save him. Guess who's winning? Now that you understand these principles, let's examine why so many high earners still fail to build wealth. And fundamentally, there are 3 mistakes that keep even high earners like Mike broke. Confusing income with wealth. If you're spending it all, you're just renting a lifestyle. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep and grow. Selling hours instead of results. Your ceiling is 24 hours a day, that's it. Until you break free from this constraint, your wealth potential remains forever capped. Ignoring the 80-20 rule, wasting time on low-impact tasks kills all your momentum. Every hour spent on busy work is an hour stolen from wealth-building activities. So in this scenario, Sara will be financially free by 40, while Mike will work until 70. And here's your homework this week. Pick Sara's strategy, not Mike's. Pick one action. Track your time like Sara did. Find your personal 80-20 breakdown. Create one scalable asset, a course, content, or system that works without you. Calculate your real hourly rate and stop doing tasks below that threshold. Sara started with less money, less prestige, and fewer advantages. But she understood the system. Don't be Mike. Be Sara. The sooner you start, the less luck you'll need to build the life you want.